My name is LaRonda Joy Davis. I'm here with Just Joy Hair. I'm a natural hairstylist and I sell natural hair care products. And in the future, I will be doing natural hair classes, courses, and tutorials on how to start locks, clean locks, style locks, or anything dealing with natural hair.
Oh,
That's
nice,
me
nice.
and what I do.
I see a lot of black women. It's always like they start their natural hair journey and really don't know how to, or they like try to find a lot of beauticians or hairstylists and stuff. A lot of people don't like dealing with natural hair, things like that. So, or just not good at it. So
They don't really know about natural hair. I mean, maybe 10 years ago, wearing your hair naturally became a thing. So just imagine for however long humanity have been here and for however long we've been under the white supremacy law, we haven't been able to naturally embrace our hair or even know about our hair. It's to the point where for decades we was wearing relaxers and all of the products that we use were
Ultra
tailored
prime.
towards a relaxer. So when black women and men decided, because even men were getting the kits to make their hair curly.
The S curls.
Yeah, so when everybody decided to stop doing that and just rock your natural hair, immediately the products that we use changed. The products that they had in the stores were no longer working for our hair because they was tailored towards relaxers. So
Okay, well, slow it down a little bit. I want to take it back. Like, where you from? Like, what was your upbringing like? Like, how'd you get your start and like your passion for hair?
I'm from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, born and raised on the east side, 6th Street.
6th Street, baby.
Yeah. But my passion for hair came from always having somebody in my head. My mom, I had 4 older siblings, 4 older sisters, and outside of my sisters, cousins and aunts. And so my mom, she really never did my hair. She never had to. And I got to an age to where I was really kind of tired of this person doing my hair, hurting my hair, putting chemical burns in my hair. So I decided to do my own hair. And when I learned how to do my own hair, of course, you have friends and other family members who will say, okay, well, you braiding your hair. Can you braid my hair or can you roll my hair? So that's really how it started. And I really didn't think, especially after going to college, I didn't think that doing hair would be like a profession. I thought it was just more of like a hobby.
Where you go to school at?
UAPB, University of Arkansas, Pine Bluff.
Okay, nice. So, you finished school. Did you finish or did you get your degree? Anything?
Yeah, I got my degree in business management.
Okay.
And then shortly after, I moved to the DFW area here, and I went to Paul Mitchell Hair School.
So you didn't even try to use your degree at all?
I tried. I mean, I applied for jobs, but I had no experience. Like, I didn't have any internships or anything like that throughout my college experience. So when I got out of it, it was extremely hard for me to find something that I wanted to do with a business management degree. Like, I didn't want to manage a Family Dollar or a Walmart, and there's nothing wrong with anybody who decides to do that. Me personally, that's just not what I wanted to do. So me applying for like office jobs in these big buildings in Dallas, I mean, they wasn't hiring me. So
They wanted you to have that experience.
yeah, I needed to have some experience. So I just said, forget it. I built my own business.
We was just talking about that though. Bro, you brought up a point where like instead of like going straight into your master's program or something like that, like you should probably like work a year or two
and get that experience.
and get experience, and then hopefully you get a job where they'll pay for your continued education and
Work and go to school.
yeah, so you'll get that.
Because we have people that are overeducated,
Overqualified.
overqualified for positions that they apply for. So they're missing out upon that experience when they could have been working and going to school, and they're definitely missing out on the bag.
Or they still like qualified, but then they're saying, "Oh, but you ain't got enough work experience."
Yeah.
You get somebody with a master's and stuff like that, but you need 3 years in this profession, but you've been in school till you 23, 24, 25.
So what exactly did you want to do with your business degree?
Well, I didn't know. Just in TV has a big influence on us as a society.
And social media, yeah.
taken back from a kid looking at like old 90s movies when you would see women in the office with PowerPoints and poster boards up, and she just up pointing, and she's like, this. That's how I envision myself in regards to business. Yeah, I want to be in a boardroom, a conference room.
Nice suits.
Nice suit.
Clothes. Yeah.
Loud colors, fly hair, fly shoes, nice bag. That was me.
On Living Single.
Yeah. I wanted to be Gabrielle Union on Took you play that game. Yeah, gotcha. But except for fucking my way to the top, I want you. But that was the vibe. Like that was what I saw myself doing with my degree. But it was just extremely difficult in the beginning and actually discouraging because I had a hair license, I had a degree. And I was extremely creative, extremely intelligent, but it was like every time I would try to apply for something, I was getting turned down. So I just started working retail and building my clientele through the help of my brother. My brother owns a barbershop. It's called Headquarters Cuts and Styles in Fort Worth.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when he opened that, I built the clientele and did it.
How was your experience at Paul Mitchell? Because that's a predominantly white school.
Yeah. Well, the culture of Paul Mitchell actually started to change in about 2013, 2014. Mm-hmm. Again, when in 2010, natural hair became a thing. So shortly after that, black people started to attend white schools. I attended it because college-wise, UAPB is an amazing school, but I did not pick... I chose to stay home. I didn't pick another school financially because my father was paying for it. So I was like, if I'm gonna pick something for my passion, I want to go to the best school. So that's why I chose Paul Mitchell. But with what I do now, I didn't learn it at Paul Mitchell. I didn't learn locks or really natural hair at Paul Mitchell. No offense to Paul Mitchell, but they don't teach you how to really manipulate your own hair. They teach you different hair textures. All hair is the same, which it is, but manipulating natural hair, natural curly, coarse hair is totally different. So outside of learning color and cutting, that was really about it.
Really? I'm sure it is, but back when we was younger, people used to always say, "Oh, I got good hair," or "I got Indian hair," or stuff like that. I know it's different grades of hair, depending on your coarseness and stuff. There's C or E or D or some stuff like that.
Type A.
Yeah. Because my curls be popping sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I be looking at stuff. But is that a real thing? Is it a huge difference between those type of
Yeah, you have fine, you have coarse, you have straight, you have wavy hair, and then within that, you can have fine coarse hair or coarse wavy hair. The varieties can mix up, and that comes with mixing ethnicities and races.
Yeah.
When you intertwine black and white, you may have coarse, fine hair.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you said you didn't learn that at the school, so
no. I learned that at school. I didn't learn.
I'm talking about you learn how to manipulate natural hair and things like that. So how did you get to that point where you was proficient in doing natural hair and stuff like that?
Going natural myself. It was a wave where a lot of women were into wigs and sew-ins and stuff. Well, yeah, but it was a really big craze. I really just skipped that phase. I decided to just stick to my natural hair. I started to learn and style my own hair, and then perfecting it on myself. I learned to do it on other people, but it's not hard. Again, at Paul Mitchell, they teach you certain styles and certain techniques on how to apply to different them same techniques for any type of hair. So it don't really matter whether it's straight or curly. You can kind of do the same thing and get just about the same result. But the best experience I got from Paul Mitchell, honestly, was business experience. I felt like going to Paul Mitchell was me going to get my master's degree in business for what I wanted to do. So when I went to the school, a lot of people were really focused on the hair aspect. I was one of those students that when they talked about products, I was all in. When they talked about fundraising or putting together a hair show or anything dealing with the business of it, that's where I was tapping into. I felt like I had learned how to do hair, and I had been doing hair on my own for years. So it was like the theory behind it, yes, I'm going to pay attention to that, but everything else, I kind of know how to do it. But the products, shampoo and hair, like the business aspect of it, that's where I tapped into. And as you can see, I mean, I have 11 hair care products, and I'm getting ready to start working on courses and classes, which eventually I want to take that into, turn it into a curriculum to start teaching at hair schools so that black girls, and not even black girls, white girls, can learn how to manipulate natural hair and also learn how to do locks, because locks is becoming a big trend right now, and a lot of people don't know what they're doing.
Your course load at UAPB, getting your business degree, did any of the stuff that you learned there help you with business-wise transition to your own stuff?
Yeah, I took marketing twice. Failed it the first time, so that was a big lesson. And then also just having the opportunity to pick whatever type of what's the word I'm trying to say, electives.
Okay, yeah.
To pick my own electives, I picked a Adobe Photoshop and InDesign class.
That's good.
That really taught me how to like set up ads, and if I wanted to make a brochure or a newspaper or anything in dealing with advertisement and marketing, I learned that. So in regards to like even photography, so when I work with graphic artists or photographers, they can't get over on me because I know what it's supposed to look like. Even if I can't execute it myself, I'm not going to take no bull crap work, because I want all of my stuff to be commercial and basically perfected. So
Gotcha. So how did you get into, like, what inspired you to start creating your own products? Like, was it just, I mean, because you're using other people's products for so long, and you just like what started that process for you?
Again, going to Paul Mitchell and seeing the different ways to expand your brand. So, you know, they say you need 7 incomes to be a millionaire. And when most people think 7 incomes, they think 7 different incomes. Me in the hair industry, so I'm a hairstylist, that's 1. I sell hair products, that's 2. I sell merchandise, that's 3. I'm getting ready to start courses, that's 4. Fundraising, that's 5, a nonprofit organization. So I'm looking for 2 more, and I'm getting ready to start selling lock extensions, and then I created a comb. So that's 7 incomes within one. Comb? Yeah. Okay. 7 incomes within one industry. So now what I'm doing is just slowly building those 7 different entities. But it came from, again, watching Paul Mitchell go from being a hairstylist to selling products to...
He was like homeless at some point, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was homeless, and he had a business partner, and...
Yeah.
Never knew.
Yeah, he had a great story, you know. And now he was like the owner of Patron and ended up selling that.
Yeah, about to say he owned Patron and everything. He owned a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So he ain't Mexican?
No, he white.
He's white.
But
Paul Mitchell.
Yeah,
he white. That's not a Hispanic name.
John Paul Mitchell. It's two men.
When he said Patron, I'm thinking.
He just owned it.
He just went to Mexico,
because Patron really wasn't popping like that.
Music.
Black people, black culture. Yeah. Now you see what black people doing with Casamigos. Now you can't even go get a bottle of Reposado or like.
But they're so sad because we so quick to do that with everybody else's
but ourselves.
liquor, but ourselves.
Yeah,
yes sir.
You know? That's
people ain't on Diddy
crazy.
like Deli on like that, and that shit just as good. People ain't like selling out like LeBron Lobos tequila. This shit just as good. You know what I'm saying? I've had both, but you know, like I said, pop like the Casamigos, that shit was $40 a bottle. Now that shit $50 a bottle can't stay on the shelf, and that shit like in 2-3 months, like this summer really, this spring and summer, shit that went crazy, and the shit been out for shit how long?
But you don't even know.
I thought it just came out.
No, this shit probably been out for like 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
It's something he initially started just like with his homeboys down in Mexico. Like they started their own thing.
But Casamigos been out for a long time.
No, that's what I'm saying. They just started just for themselves for something to drink. Back when they was in Mexico, he had a little crib in Mexico, and then they just like went national with it. You know what I'm saying? But the shit good. But just it's the power of like black culture and black influence. Anything like that.
Speaking of black culture, your people from Trinidad, right? Got the right this time.
Bang bang.
Did they have the culture there have any effect on or inspiration on your products that you got now?
Of course. Growing up in Palm Bluff, I've heard my whole life, you different, or you look different, or you act different. My whole life. Even though I don't have a Caribbean accent or anything like that, you can look at me and tell that I'm not just black.
Do you feel like you got a Caribbean energy? Because like it's...
Yeah, I do. But I'm not like, again, I wasn't born and raised in the Caribbean, so I don't have the full effect as, the ones that are. But just, from my family and from what I've known, the Caribbean culture has definitely inspired me. I mean, look at the display of my products. It's the main reason that I'm not really advertising and marketing how I want to is because the Caribbean is shut down, and I want to show that. So it's like, for me, I'd rather take a step back and not just put anything out there just to say I'm selling my product than to actually get what I want. I'm a perfectionist like that. Like, I don't believe in putting out just to make some money. If I want to make some money, I stand up and do hair. So, but yeah, it has a big influence on it. I'm getting ready to attend a Miami Carnival in October, so I'm going out there and get a lot of footage with the ladies in their costumes with my products and things of that nature. So, I mean, maybe 2022 y'all will get a better glimpse of my culture, but I'm trying to add that into it.
Have you ever been over there?
I have.
How was that?
Amazing. I went.
You went as an adult? Okay.
I went last year for a month.
Damn.
Yeah.
You ever did carnival over there? You did like the costume and the peacock shit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I want to go over there. Yeah, and I want Brazil's crazy too. Like that carnival. I heard like Toronto's is too though.
Trinidad is the mecca of carnival.
So how they end up in Palm Bluff? Your people.
My father ended up in Palm Bluff through like refinery jobs, like the paper mill.
So he from Trinidad.
Well, technically, my father is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which is another. It's like a sister island. He was born there, but his mother moved to Trinidad and then married another guy. So he was raised in Trinidad, but technically, like somebody born in Dallas, but they was raised in Palm Bluff. Yeah. You're gonna say you from Palm Bluff because
that's where you. Yeah,
that's where he was born and raised. But
okay, so at what point did he come over to? You said refinery job. So was he an adult and then came over?
Yeah, he was way over adulthood. It was when he came over to America and met my mom. He was in his 50s, really? Late 40s, 50s. Yeah. So he had already created kids over in this island, that island, somewhere else, and came to America to meet his mother. Well, he knew his mom, but to get back close with his mom. My grandmother had moved to America, so came over here and was working in Arkansas, met my mom, married my mom, they had me, and from there he never left. So I appreciate that.
Joy, dude, you want 8 sources of income?
Of course, I mean.
Because you moving and you doing all these things, but I can be a mannequin for you.
Okay.
Like, look at my head. I know you can build a product that can put some hair on top of my head.
Need to make something called Bring Me Back.
Bring me back. From the island. Yeah.
So what exactly we got up here? Like, and go into like, your process on just formulating these different products.
Okay, well, formulation-wise, the only product that I have personally formulated is my hair, skin, and body oil. That came from research, and I actually hired someone to help with that formulations. And I've been selling my oil for about 3 years now. It works for hair, skin, and body. Worked with acne, dry skin, dry scalp, callups, anything that you can name, mosquito bites. It grows your hair. You can use it on your beard. It detangles. It's like literally hair crack. It's perfect for any hair texture and type. Now, everything else that I sell is being manufactured from another black lady out of Spring, Texas. She started off her hair care product line because she had alopecia, and she just wanted to grow her own hair. So same thing how you was saying, kind of use me as a test dummy. So that's basically what she did. She created products to grow her own hair, and then she actually took all those products and created a hair brand, and she started to sell it just like how I'm selling it. And then she have a background in like engineering or something like that. So she went to school for whatever she went to school for, and then she decided to just manufacture everything instead of selling it and putting her name on it. She said, I'm gonna manufacture it and you can put your name on it. Oh. So even with these products, like I've trademarked it and made it my own. So
but you got a direct source to the plug.
Yeah, direct source. Even if I decided to like choose another manufacturer, maybe I'm on a different shampoo that may have a different scent or different smell, I can kind of maneuver through manufacturers. But that's a different process. When you start off with hair products, most people start off with like oil-based or cream-based products like shea butter or oils. Stuff like literally oil and cream based. That's what most people start off with because it's easy to make at home. And when you start making shampoos and pomades and edge controls and things of that nature, you really kind of need the chemicals, the space, and you need a chemist. You need to know exactly what you're doing. I mean, you need a chemist to make oils and stuff too, but oils and creams is something that we've been making at home for years. So it's not like that's something new.
And your products are sorry, P, but your products are 100% natural.
100% natural, 100% paraben and so forth.
Wow.
So besides the oil, what we got up there?
So we have the Intense Hydration line. This is here. It's a shampoo, conditioner, and a leave-in conditioner. It's really, really great. That line is for hair growth. It has peppermint and tea tree in it. Also has aloe vera and avocado oils in it. So it helps soothe your hair, straighten your hair, grow your hair, and also strengthens your scalp. And then over here we have a detoxifying charcoal shampoo and a deep sea mud mask. That is used to cleanse your hair, to completely detoxify it, and it has activated charcoal in it, so it really penetrates and gets into your scalp. And it also has keratin proteins in it. The mask has deep sea minerals in it, so it comes from, I don't know what sea. I mean, again, I'm not manufacturing it, but
deep sea.
It has deep sea minerals in it, so it's really good, and it has a really strong lemongrass scent, and it's amazing. And then of course I have an edge control and a pomade, which are good for braids, edges, locks, slicking up hair ponytails. Really is a perfect product. So if you're out here using Shine Jam, that greasy mess, I say let's get rid of that. Let's use some Jet Joy. And then lastly up here I have a Deluxe cream moisturizer, and I compare that to pink moisturizer from back in the day. Okay. Only difference is it smells way better. It smells like caramel. Is that what you let me smell? Yeah, it smells good. But it's an everyday moisturizer, and men can use it on their hair, on their beards. If you're sponging your hair or twisting out, any type of manipulation with the hair, you can use that moisturizer. But not displayed, I have an apple cider vinegar shampoo, and I have the conditioner to the detoxifying shampoo.
So I don't know if you want to go into, but I'd like to know like the difference between like the charcoal, like the mask and stuff. What is the mask for?
It's a deep conditioner. So it helps to rebuild and replenish your hair. So say for instance you swimming a lot this summer, or you coloring your hair a lot, or you working out a lot and you really not washing your hair or trying to take care of it as you should. That detoxifying will give you that extra that you need for missing or putting things in your hair that shouldn't be.
Like the mask shit or
the whole line with the mask, of course.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, and how often should you because you got the detoxifying, then you got like the regular, like how often should you use like the detoxifying versus like your regular.
Well,
shampoo?
technically, you're supposed to wash your hair every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. So if you're washing it more than that, but like my shit get dirty fast. Like I gotta wash my hair like twice a week at least, and then I wash it like before and after a haircut. So I'm doing too much.
No, you're not. I said technically.
Oh, okay.
Technically, you supposed to, but I mean, if that's your style, I mean, some people may have oily skin, oily hair, oily scalp. So if your hair exceeds oil, then of course you need to wash it. So I mean, twice a week. If I was washing my hair twice a week, I would probably use a hydration shampoo.
Okay.
Because you are washing it so often that you could possibly be stripping it from the hydration.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you use your own products on your clients?
I do. But I also use other Black-owned professional products as well, mainly because I want to sell my products. So I don't want to keep opening them and using them on my clients. Now, I do have some, like this is a tester bottle. I do have some testers, and I let them smell, and I may sometimes use it. But for the most part, I use salon professional products when I'm retwisting. But if I want to, of course, try to introduce it and sell it to them or whatever, I'll
The lady out, the manufacturer. How did you meet her?
I've never met her in person. I know that her mother is from Arkansas. She went to Fayetteville for school. I never met her. I think her mom is from Hope, but through social media, actually. Social media is a great way to connect with other people. I've had some good experiences with connecting with people on social media, and I've had some horrible experiences. But she was one of those ones that she just put up a advertisement on Facebook, and I was looking for it anyway. It's how you kind of Google something, and then all of a sudden it's not popping up on Facebook. Yeah. So that's what it was. I started Googling private label manufacturers, and then all of a sudden she started popping up, and I would see it so often. And then having to connect with Judy, the lady that owns Kaleidoscope. Yeah, having a connection with her.
So you can chop it up with her?
Yeah, I've had some conversations with her. But she did like a Judy Dropping Knowledge tour, and I basically talked to her about like, how do I get my products in stores? And she was saying you need a sales rep, you need some distribution channels to buy your products and then put them out there. So I've actually bought she did a $500 packet where she was giving away her little black book. Well, not giving it away, but you had to pay for her little black book.
She's selling you some of the game.
Yeah, so with that black book, I paid for it, and she listed. She had my manufacturer listed as one of the people to go to. So that was like, okay, well, that was confirmation that I had found her already. And then when I got the blacklist,
like she's a trustworthy source.
Yeah, so that's how I found her.
That's dope.
So something that's unique. You said that the lady that actually makes the products, and she sent them to you. You put your own labels on them.
Mm-hmm. I design my own labels and put my own labels on.
So is her name on there?
No. And I even asked her about that.
She wants to be anonymous though.
She don't want anything to do with it. So like on my bottle,
that's like a blue magic.
It says Just Joy Hair Products, Palm Bluff, Arkansas 71601. JustJoyHair.com. It doesn't say anything about her. And I asked her, do we have to list you on the bottle? And she was like, no. Once these products leave my manufacturing building, they're yours.
So that's
nothing to do with
that's it. That's pretty awesome and unique, because a lot of the younger generation, they be so into, I want my name on this. I want to be known for this.
I have a story about that. So when I mentioned about my oil, and I said I actually hired someone. I don't want to go there deeply, but I hired someone, and that was our problem. She wanted to be on my label. She wanted 25% of my profit. She wanted so much, and it was just like, this is my brand. Like, understand your role, and when you understand your role, me and you we can have a real working relationship. Yeah. But she wanted the recognition that Just Joy was getting.
But you built Just Joy.
Yeah, yourself. Just Joy is my brand.
Right.
You are the manufacturer. You get this little thing right here. You don't get this. You get your name red on the very, very bottom. So
you don't get what's inside.
Yeah,
you get the cup. You don't get what's inside.
Yeah,
you know
me and her had a really bad
coffee.
problem with that. So she was one of the first manufacturers that I was going to, and again, she wanted to charge me to make the product, and then outside of making the product, she wanted her name on the label, and outside of that, she also wanted 25% of the profits. So whose product is it?
So
Both of y'all.
So so in return, what she lost was longevity.
Lost longevity. She lost connections, and again, she lost understanding of what her role is. At that time, I don't think she really understood what private labeling meant. That means you're private. You're just like a private investor,
like a silent investor.
Silent investor.
You know, and a lot of people do not understand that, because I invest in a lot of things, but I never want my face to be on the name of anything, and that's just, people don't understand that, you know. But
I actually had no problem with putting her on my label, like
the 25%.
That was the problem. That the 25% of my profits was the problem, because you're already making money with,
and I'm paying
you to manufacture,
you know.
So that was it was big. It was big on social media. She took to social media to talk about me. She was screenshotting our email conversations, and it was bad to the point where I had to get a lawyer and sue for
blasphemy,
defamation of character, and make her cease and desist.
Wow.
So it was a process. So from 2019 to 2020, it was basically a full year. I kind of took a step back because my product did so well. I think it exceeded her expectations and also my own. I knew it was gonna do well, but I did not know it would
do what it did,
blow up like it did. And then again, with every great thing, you know, you're gonna have people coming in and imitating it. So I struggled with. I had a really bad struggle with inspiring people, and then also watching people being inspired but also copy. That the copying mechanism, it tore with me deeply, because like Erykah Badu say, you know, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. And that's true. When you put in the work, like my labels don't look like nobody else's labels in the store. I did that on purpose. I literally would go into beauty supply stores and walk up and down the aisles. Go in the grocery stores and walk up and down the aisles. Go in Walgreens, different stores, and look at the different qualities of products. The products that's in the dollar store, their labeling is going to look totally different from the products in Target. The products in Target labeling is going to look different from the products that's in Walmart. But all these products some of these products are in the same stores.
Yeah.
So me trying to create that edge and kind of be original, it really, I was about to say fuck with me, but it really did fuck with me. I'm just gonna be frank. It made me feel some type of way to be creative, and then people come and copy. And the main reason is because when people come and copy, they feel like it's nothing wrong with that. They feel like it's okay to come and do that.
But it also could be watering your shit down too.
And that's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah. And but going into the actual incident where the lady used when she did the defamation of character and took to the internet, what did that do for your product? Did it skyrocket, or did it was it median, or did it plunge?
It plunged because one, people are nosy.
And people
want people want a story. They want to know. They want to get involved. They want to, they want to know who's right. So that kind of made people, more interested in it, to figure out like, well, I got her side of the story. What's Joy's side of the story? Joy don't got no side of the story. Joy not saying nothing on social media. I'm not talking about it. When she made the post, people just like the Beehive. Somebody get on there and talk shit about Beyonce. She gonna have millions of people coming, coming for y'all if you get to talking shit. So that's really what it was with me. I didn't have to say anything about it. And then
you had supporters.
Yeah, I had people to come and say like, that's not true. Joy not doing this, Joy not doing that. So
because people knew you professionally and personally.
But basically. So it was just a lot. It was a lot. Even now, like the support of my hometown, I have a lot of support from people that know me, know my family. But over the years, as hairstylists started to decide, I don't want to just do hair, I want to sell hair. Okay, well, now I don't want to sell hair, I want to sell hair products. Okay, now I don't want to sell hair products, it was like every little move I was making, I had like people coming up behind me trying to do that exact same thing. So it made it hard. And just like one of my mentors in life, she don't know she's a mentor in my life, but Shahrazad Ali, one of the things that she talked about with her book was people stopped supporting her book because they felt like she made enough money. And and that's how I feel with my products. I feel like my hometown, they were supporting me at first, and it's like now it's like, oh well, Joy good.
People want you to do good, but then they see you starting to get out of reach.
Not too much now. Don't
they were saying
big.
people you starting to get out of reach, and then they want to bring you back a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I'm kind of dealing with that right now, but
more money, more problems, man. I mean, it's just with anything, man. As long as you passionate and you keep making your product better and you keep, doing good business,
That's all. I don't. Again, it used to bother me. It used to put me in my feelings.
Motherfuckers gonna hate. Well, it's gonna be hate. It's always gonna be hate.
But it's always
gonna be controversy. You know,
it should bother you though, because that's the motive to keep going and to keep actually pressing.
Yeah.
If you're not getting that, then you like
Have you had anybody to give you any type of assistance or like just gain more knowledge of the business from you transitioning into doing hair to your products?
No.
Yeah.
Like what you mean assistance? Like
I'm saying
financially or
no. I'm saying like info that you might not know.
Yeah.
That
Like
they might
just off the
see it down the
street,
line. Like let me tell her this because I bumped my head here. And I done went down that road, so let me,
Oh, like is she passing down game?
Yeah.
Like
I have a
reach out.
mentor. Her name is Naquetta Alfred. NAL Fit Game, NAL Organizing Group. She's into health and wellness, fitness. She sells fitness gear and fitness equipment. But outside of that business, she used to braid. And before I decided to stop braiding, she used to tell me all the time, like, girl, that braiding gonna get you, that braiding gonna hurt your hands, that braiding gonna da da da. And I used to be like, nah, not me. I'm braiding forever. Like, that ain't gonna happen to me. Da, da, da. And I ended up breaking my fingers, and I had to stop.
What?
I used to braid, like, all day.
You can break your fingers braiding?
No, I didn't break my fingers from braiding. But I broke my fingers, which took me away from braiding for 3 months, and it made me focus on product selling. But at that time I only had oil. But she told me, like, in regards to dealing with entrepreneurs and paying for stuff, I just learned this lesson from a graphic artist. You owe me graphics, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put you out there, but you owe me graphics, and I paid you, and I was very professional. I gave you the time to create, the space to create, and I still don't have my graphics. But the reason why I can't get my money back is because I paid him on Cash App. Now, if I had made him pay me through PayPal, or if I had my own booking portal set up to where he can pay through my portal, then I can dispute that.
Have you
and
tried
get
to
my money
dispute it
back.
with your bank?
No.
I had a situation
Cash
like
App
that.
will shut you down, though.
Yeah, I paid someone through Cash App, but didn't receive what I paid for, and I disputed with my bank because Cash App don't have no like call number or nothing like that. But the bank and Cash App did an investigation, so they was corresponding with each other. It took 120 days, but I got all my money back though. Yeah.
Well, I'm the queen of suing you. Like I am. I sued that girl.
Sue your ass.
Sued them, suing this other guy from Atlanta, and I'm gonna sue you. And I told him that already. So I don't want nobody to look at me and say, "Oh, I don't want to do business with her because she's a sue me."
Fuck
no,
that.
I'm gonna sue you when you don't do business correctly. When you play with me, that's when because what happens is Black people don't respect other people's business and other people's priorities. If you are a graphic artist and somebody pay you for graphics, Why do you think they need those graphics? To
Like
put on their
album,
website,
right.
to advertise, to market, to promote, to post on social media, to post flyers, to print.
They putting a hold on your business.
If I don't have that, then how can I sell my product?
And that's also like in the black community, that's how we are allowed to keep that black dollar circulating also, by investing into each other.
Exactly.
You know, but we often see that so much in our community where, hey, I paid you for a service and you didn't perform that service.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then you ghost me and I can't get
And
my
I
money
can't
back.
get my money back.
And I
I
lost
can't-
my time, and I am the bank behind my business. You know, so that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I experienced that twice. But back to the question: have anybody given me any advice? Yes, my mentor, she lost, I think, about $8,000 or about five to $8,000 through Cash App, and through that experience, she was just pushing to me like this, and that, and I just, after her telling me not to do this, not to do that, I still didn't do it. Yeah. So it wasn't until this recent incident with this last graphic artist, and I'm like, you know what, I need to tighten up.
Like Cash App for business purposes, like PayPal or Zelle. You know what I'm saying? Some with a real like fingerprint. And,
a lot of people don't like PayPal either, though.
Yeah.
PayPal take too many fees.
Yeah, I would say they take more off the top, but I mean it's more like, I feel like
I like Zelle though. Zelle.
It's more secure because, I mean, even if you receive your item, you can go on PayPal and dispute it,
And they'll send
and
you.
they'll give you your money back. So
lesson learned.
Definitely lessons learned, and you know, this is year 3, so they say it take for 5 years for your business to actually scale. So,
So what's your I guess what's your next year or 3 year or 5 year goal? What are you trying to hit? Like what you see for yourself? I know you got the courses coming, but like what else?
well, that's the goal, the courses. But the biggest thing that I want to do is start my foundation, my nonprofit. My goal is to connect with, especially UAPB, but college students, and I see college students running my business in regards to creating my advertisements, creating my commercials, creating sales projections, marketing projections, just everything. I want to take my business and have that for them, because when I was in school majoring in business, I didn't have no experience in entrepreneurship. They didn't teach me anything. They had a whole building downtown for business, for the business students, but they never took us to the building. They never even exposed us to the building or even told us anything about the building. So that, I feel like that's very unfortunate for the students. And then with me going to school there, they taught me how to interview, how to go in and dress right and, speak in regards to working for somebody else, but they really did not teach you how to do it on your own. And what I'm seeing, especially with my peers and my colleagues, we're all entrepreneurs. Like, nobody is really working a job, and if they are working jobs, it's something that they went to school 4 to 5 years after college to do. Everybody else that I know that I went to school with is on selling T-shirts, doing podcasts, cooking food, selling clothes, designing clothes, engineering. Like, nobody is really working jobs for real, unless you're like a teacher or
I got a real
and
job.
stuff like that.
I ain't in school for it.
Getting your product into stores, like the first location, was that you personally? You had somebody, a sales representative that like reached out, or was that you went in there and had a conversation and went like that? How did that go?
I went in there and had a conversation. Again, Judy, Kaleidoscopes. I had my product. I was getting ready to do some braids, and I went in a beauty supply store, and I saw her product on the shelf, and she had just made her peak in regards to like getting her product out there. So walked in, 2 black girls was talking, and she was like, "Have you tried them drops, girl?" And the girl was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna try them next week." And I was like, "How do you get a product in a beauty supply store?" And she was like, "I mean, people just gotta want it." I was like, that's it? She was like, yeah. People just gotta want it.
Initial like conversation with Judy directly?
No. This is just conversation with the 2 black girls that was working in the beauty supply. Okay. They were talking about her product, like they were gonna start using it. And so I'm like, well, shit, I'm from here. Y'all could be using my product. So I'm like, how do I get it in there? And she was like, people just gotta want it. So I was like, where's your manager? And she was like, I'm finna go get him. So I went outside, got my product, and Asian guy walked up. He was like, let me take you to my manager. So I'm thinking he's finna go get like some Asian lady that just gonna tell me no. Just so happened it was a black guy from Pine Bluff. He's managing that store. And he was like, yeah, I've been seeing this all over my Facebook page and blah, blah, blah. Bring me 12 and we'll see how it goes. I brought 12 in. That 12 was gone that day. And from there, it went on. But even that connect is heartbreaking for me because it started off, let me help you. I want to expand. I want to help you put your product in all the stores to, no, I want to copy you.
Damn.
I want to, you making too much money.
The manager
like I said,
got to the point where he was like, nah, I need to.
Yeah, so now the guy that owns that store, he had his own product. And my label, like everything about my product have changed over the past 3 years. My labels didn't look like that. I had 2 bottle sizes. But again, the copying, people started having 2 bottle sizes. People started using round labels like I was using. People started using the green color like I was using. People started putting flowers in their oils like I was doing. People started making their oils more golden like I was doing. So the brand awareness was being played with because you had so many people copying. And outside of that, the person that opened the door for me did it. So that hurt because it was just like damn, like how you gonna let me? But okay, whatever. And that was just one particular store. And then the Arabs, they had their own version of my oil. So it was like going in Walmart and you got Great Value cheese and then you got, crap. That's what it was in the stores. In my hometown. Even in Memphis, I started to sell it and that started to happen in Memphis too. So
did that?
This is crazy.
What did that do? Did that
It forced me to drop 11 products because it's easy. Like I said, creating an oil is easy. Let's see you connect with a manufacturer and go through trials of testing products for a year. And let's see you create labels for all these products. Let's see you buy barcodes for all these products and put it out there. Get a website. That's what I want to see. So right now, like, even with them same stores, that they won't put my other products on their shelf because they can't copy it. Yeah, that's crazy, right? So the people in my hometown can go in the store and buy my oil, but they gotta call me and say, "Where can I buy your shampoo?" That's sad.
That but what about like when they copied your products and everything, the labels and stuff? Was your product still selling in the stores? Wow.
How many locations or where all you got it in stores now?
Right now it's in Fort Worth at USA Beauty in Fort Worth, and then it's in all of my products is at USA Beauty, but just the oil is in all of the stores of Pine Bluff, and it's in Tramel's. That's the only black-owned beauty supply in Pine Bluff. She have all of my products. So right now
she got all your products. So that's dope.
We're going through that. I really wanted to go through a process of just marketing my products through black-owned beauty supply stores, which will force black girls to go in there if you want my product. If you don't want to buy it online or if you can't get it directly from me, it will force you to go shop in those black-owned beauty supply stores. But the problem with those black-owned beauty supply stores is if black girls who own black-owned beauty supply stores would change the narrative and stop trying to sell the same shit that you can go buy in the other stores and actually put black-owned products on your shelf, you'll probably get more people to come in your store. Why would we come in your store and spend $8 for some spritz when we can go get it for $3 at the dollar store? But I will come in your store and buy some Just Joy products because I can't get that at the dollar store.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So that's something to think about if you call yourself owning a black-owned beauty supply store. Try putting black-owned products on your shelves, and you may see more black people coming in there. But we're not gonna come in there and shop to pay $2 more for something that we can go get at somewhere else, because black people like convenience. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is. It don't matter about this store is right next door. If this one cheaper, we gonna go over here.
That's true. Outside of all these streams of income, what does Joy do?
For Joy.
For Joy. Joy just work, man. I'm just looking for a breakthrough. That's it. I just work. I don't really hang. I don't really go anywhere. And if I do, I be more on Caribbean vibes. I've been out here in Dallas for about 7 years, and the nature of clubbing has completely changed. So that going out to sit in a section, paid $300-$400 for a bottle and $150 or $100 for a hookah, and just sit around and have my phone up doing that. That's not my vibe. Yeah. I don't want to do that no more. So a lot of people out here in Dallas, they do not see me, like, period. Party that you went to, I heard about that party. What party did you go to?
I just went to. It was in the Grand Prairie.
Who threw it?
It actually was like some older people. My homegirl Leah, a girl that she works with, her parents threw it at their house.
Okay, well, that's a different party. Yeah, nah. Well, it was like a little pajama party out here somewhere. And I was just like,
pajama party.
Hey man, I ain't trying to crack on her party. I'm just saying that, you know, I be knowing events is going on and people that but me personally, I don't really deal with.
So since you got the Caribbean ancestry and everything, like, what's the best, like, Caribbean spot you done found for, like, food and stuff out here?
One Love in Arlington is fire. And then Jamaica Gates, which is right across the street, there's fire.
From where we at?
No, those two places are in Arlington. Okay. Out here in Dallas, the best place I had was Heroes.
Oh, House of Heroes?
Mm-hmm. Heroes Lounge. They got the best food, but...
They got Caribbean food over there?
Yeah, it's a Jamaican spot.
Talking about right here by the...
I don't know where it's at exactly, but it's not far.
No, it's at the American Airlines Center.
Heroes Lounge.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's a wrap, man. Where can they find your products? You got your social media tags, your website.
All right, so social media, you can find us at Just Joy Hair at every platform. Instagram, Just Joy Hair, Twitter, Just Joy Hair, Facebook, Just Joy Hair, JustJoyHair.com. You can Google Just Joy Hair and you can pull up our locations, pull up our website, pull up some YouTube videos, some content. Yeah, we everywhere.
Follow the link on the bottom.
Follow the link. We're going to add the link on here. Again, thank you, Joy,
thank you for
coming in, giving us some of your time, giving us some of your games, sharing your products with us. I'm definitely copping some of this stuff because, like I said, I got to get my curls going.
If you love the Lord, like, share, and subscribe to the JOAT Podcast.
And that's a wrap, baby. We out. Yes, sir.